Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And good morning from Los Angeles. Hope everybody's doing well. You may notice by the title of this class, and we're going to explore 45-minute practice today. So, an Urban 45. We have one Urban 30 up there, and this is all coming from you all, and so that you can fit in different lengths of classes into your day, into your schedule. And it's nice to have these. I've noticed some people doing them at the studio as well when they're coming into the hot room. So here we go, 45-minute practice. You called for it again. If you have any suggestions or feedback, anything that you'd like to share at all, please email me directly at joek@urban728yoga.com, and you can also message us on Instagram at urban728yoga. All right, I'm going to start my watch here. Let's go ahead and lie down onto your back. And they're calling for a very hot week here in Los Angeles, and so being that we have a hot yoga studio, we're pretty well conditioned to the heat, but it is a different story when you're living in it all day long. And even the feeling when, say you don't appreciate air conditioning and you don't like having the air conditioning on, well, your body is going to end up perspiring a little bit more to keep you cool throughout the day, even if you're not full on sweating. Right, that perspiration is going to be taking place, and so keep that in mind as far as your intake of water and hydration. A little pink Himalayan sea salt in your water, they say, is a nice helpful mineral to replenish the electrolytes. And so just staying on top of that if you're getting into the summer months and incorporating activities outdoors and in the sun and stay hydrated. Know that you're going to have to up that practice a little bit more and to maintain the balance for your body and for your mind, and so you're feeling good. And start with your right leg straight. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh. And so we're in a half tree leg, and then you can take your arms out a little bit wider into a T, or you could take your arms even a little bit higher into a Y. And feel your shoulders land on the mat, and give your head a couple rocks side to side. Feel your neck. In this practice, as you begin to connect to your breath with your lips sealed, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, and let your head come back to center. In the practice of breathing through your nose is going to connect you to the sympathetic and response of your central nervous system, and so it's the rest and digest. It's the calm to the storm. And so you can see how this makes sense as we're initiating stressors through the body. In some positions a little bit more stress than others, like right now we're not adding too much stress, but it's a great idea to breathe in through your nose and throughout the experience, and so that you're stimulating that parasympathetic response versus clinging to a fight or flight sympathetic response. In this way we can find some space and some peace in our minds. And switch the legs. Take your left leg long. Bring the sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh. Once again, feel your shoulders set. Let's move the head a little bit side to side. And then might get a little pops and cracks as you wake the body up if you're practicing first thing in the morning, even if you're practicing at the end of the day. And feel the body, meet yourself where you are. We've been talking about this as a practice. Bring your head back to center. Lips sealed. Feel the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. You notice if we were practicing for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, meditating for 5 minutes, and there's never any rush. And that we need to apply or to force upon ourselves. Release your right leg long. And take your arms over your head, legs together. Big, big stretch. Point your toes. Reach out. Use your core strength. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. And those of you that may be joining live, excellent to have you practicing along. Rock a little side to side. And feel as your low back connects and you're rocking across the back of your hip bones and your pelvis. Let's come around onto your right side and all the way around into a tabletop. So you're facing what will be the top of your mat for your practice. And set up on all fours, hands and knees. Okay, a little wrist stretch. Turn the back of your right hand. And so your fingertips point to the left. And then you can use your knees, draw your belly in as you kind of roll yourself forward. Weight into your knees, more weight into the back of your right hand. In the tightness of the wrist, you could see my elbow is bent a little bit. The wrist is pretty tight. And as it starts to open up, the arm will go a little more straight. That elbow will come in towards the eye of the elbow. And deepening the sensation, not only from your wrist, even up further into your forearm. You rock the weight back into the knees and set your right palm down to switch. Turn the back of your left hand, fingertips point to the right. And weight can come forward into the knees, adding a little more weight into the back of the hand. And as you draw the elbow in, it's going to further the sensation connection into your mind. Continue to focus your mind on your breath. And with your lips sealed, we're breathing in through the nose and out. And rock the weight back into the knees. Flip your left palm, take it back down. And notice the placement of your hands. Spread from your fingers, pinky fingers to your thumbs. Tuck your 10 toes. Exhale, lift your knees. And then you should be able to tilt your pelvis, even if you need to bend your knees in so that you've got a nice neutral line coming from your side bodies. Okay, out of your hips to your armpits. And as we deepen the downward facing dog, eventually the neck and the ears slide in between the arms. And scoop the low belly in if you're going to work on pressing the heels down. So you're still keeping your tailbone lifted up. And connect the breath, hands down. Waking up through your upper back. Keep your left foot down on the mat. Lift your right leg up. And point the toes. Little morning stretch. If you notice that you're rocking the weight off to the pinky toe side of your left foot, and draw back to the big toe side. And bend your right leg, step back and switch. Right heel heavy. Pick it up from your belly, left leg up. And morning stretch. Point your left toes. And bend the leg, step back into your downward facing dog. And little tiny baby steps, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. And pulling the belly in as we walk the feet forward. And eventually your big toes meet. And let your head drop, chin to your chest. And grab opposite elbows if you need more balance for your base. Separate your feet and more like hip width, and then you can add the sway. It might feel good to even incorporate a little bounce, and with the sway going side to side. You know, the tricky thing about doing the practice and talking the practice at the same time is you don't really have the opportunity to breathe, which is the most important component of the practice. You can come back to center, release your elbows, hands down. Inhale to lift halfway, draw your chest out. Exhale, bow, fold back in. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms and reach up. Exhale, dive forward, fold, bring your hands to the mat. And bend your knees, inhale, plant your palms. Exhale, take 2 big steps into your high plank. And draw your plank today. So a lot of times we'll go hips with armpits. And today, let's go one line, one ascending line from your heels and through your hips into your trunk, into your armpits. And feel it as you turn your abdomen in towards the center line and draw as much of your belly in as you possibly can while breathing. And lips sealed, jaw soft. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift forward, bend your arms, lower all the way down onto your chest. Nice, release and untuck the toes. Inhale, roll your heart up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower your chest back down. Once again, inhale, lift the chest, elbows in, baby cobra. Exhale, soften your chest back down. Last one, inhale, ground the tops of the feet, lift the chest, baby cobra. And exhale, soften your chest down, press up all fours. Spread your knees in so that they're mat width distance apart, and take your bum back halfway. Pause. Right arm reaches out to the right like a T. Exhale, tuck your right shoulder behind your left armpit and turn down onto the shoulder. And feel your heart sliding through. And then you're rotating into the twist. And so you'll find in twisting, we're always lengthening and then rotating. So we're taking the weight out from the base and then moving the compression up the spine. Slide your right arm back out and bring your right hand forward. Keep your hips there halfway back. Reach your left arm out into the T. And exhale, bring it across and underneath. And behind your right armpit, go slowly down onto your shoulder. And we'll let this prepare us in for our cat and cow pose. And waking up your hips. In the first 5 minutes of practice, I always say it's like kicking the tires, seeing what air is in the tires today. Left hand forward, rise up, bring your knees back in, hip width apart. And drop the belly. Let's feel into the spine, shoulders back and down. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, drop the tail, scoop the low belly in, round through your spine, right? So if your belly wants to push out, and draw it in. Now drop the belly, inhale, lift the tail, and chest and chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine. And 3 more rounds. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. 2 more. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. 1 more. Inhale to extend. Exhale, tuck, round, and squeeze. Inhale to a flat back. And set your hands, bring your knees in hip width, and step back into a high plank. Same way, ascending line from your heels into your hips. You firm your belly in, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Okay, that's as low as you want to go. Then tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. So the elbows literally stay glued into the ribs, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And breathe in, lift your right leg up. And breathe out, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, kick back, arms straight. Right knee back to the right elbow. Look at the top of your mat and swing your knee side to side. And feel any tension that you're holding on to in your outer hip today. And loosening it up, your left leg is strong, connects you to your belly. And this will turn up the heat a little bit. Kick back, 3-legged dog. Big step, right foot all the way through. Let it land, straighten your front leg out. And roll into your back toes so your heel is high. Tendency is the heel goes high, your chin lifts up. Keep the back heel high, let your chin drop low. And keep working to feel into your core, upper inner thighs, into your low belly. Take an inhale. And exhale, step your left foot forward. And breathe in, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Feel the right leg reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So a little more space in your right leg. You can feel that hamstring. Inhale, reach your arms up. Put all the weight into your left foot. And float your right knee in front. If you'd like to realize a little bit more connection to your upper back, take both hands to the top of your right thigh and firmly press the hands down as you lift the heart up and ground through your standing leg. And turn your ribs in just like you do in plank. Keep your jaw soft and breathe through your nose. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, right foot down onto the ground. Feel both feet. Inhale, belly in. Ride the breath, little back bend. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. And breathe in, halfway lift. Morning stretch, plant the palm, step back into your high plank. Outer edge of your right foot. Press the ground away through your right hand. Reach your left arm up, side plank. Lift your bottom hip, float your top leg. Kick through your heels. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Feel the space. Legs together. Pivot. Gaze and left hand down. Set your palm. Scoop the belly. Draw your right knee into your nose. Let's see if we can get the forehead all the way to the knee. And kick back. Look forward and expand like cow. Exhale. Bend your arms. Chaturanga. Right foot down. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Full breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And set your hands, less weight in your shoulders when you turn the elbows in. Float your left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Right, get through it. Inhale, kick it back. Left knee to your left elbow. Hold here. And you swing the knee side to side. And feel the outer left hip. So if your dominant leg, if you're a righty, and your dominance is on the right side, your left side might feel a little bit more open. Connecting to your breath. And building that heat. You got it? Kick it back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot all the way through. Land. Straighten your front leg. And roll the weight into your back toes, heel high, and then chin down. And feel your arms support. Connect the breath into your upper back. And there's straightening the leg, and then there's drawing the leg straight, which means press into the ball of your foot. Activate your quadricep. And gaze forward, little step, right foot to the top. And breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, forward fold. Feel the left side. Inhale, rise. Arms come up, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And you got it. Inhale, reach your arms up. And lift your left knee in front. And feel the upper back support. Hands to your left thigh. And give yourself a nice connection. Hands to the thigh. Thigh lifting into the hands. Turn your ribs in. Great. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, left foot down, both feet on the ground. Backs to the legs, a little more open. Lift your chin, back bend. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. And breathe in, halfway lift. Plant the palm, step back into a high plank. Outer edge of your left foot, keep drawing your bottom hip up. And right arm up towards the ceiling. And lift the head, feel to the left heel. And float your right leg. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Legs together. Pivot. Gaze and right hand down. And set your plank. Draw left knee into your nose. Forehead to the knee. See how close we can get it. Breathe. Kick back. Look forward. Stretch like cow pose. Exhale. Lower chaturanga. Left foot down. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Elbows by ribs. Exhale. Press back, downward facing dog. Big toes meet. Inhale, lift the heels. Knees squeeze. Exhale, light hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, straight arms up, dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Get a little life and energy moving through this spine. And so check it out. If your legs don't split apart, if you keep your knees turning together, right, you're going to get a little bit lighter. Lift the heels, bend the knees, exhale, light hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, and plant, light hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And we got one more. Stay with your breath. Firm your hands, lift the heels, knees squeeze, exhale, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And plant, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Separate your feet as wide as your mat and crawl your hands back 3 to 6 inches. Keep your left hand where it is. Reach your right hand for the outside of your left shin. Anywhere below the knee. If you go deeper, it's to the heel. And holding on to the outside edge of the foot. Feels good as you let your gaze wrap up underneath your left armpit. And bring your right hand back to the top of the mat. And switch left hand across, grab the outside of your right shin. And the wide base is going to help. We've done this before, and where we put our big toes together and we're on a tightrope. Let the gaze go underneath your right armpit. And bring your gaze and left hand back to the mat. And step your feet back, bring them in hip width. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee above your right elbow. You can stay, breathe, or play. Float your back leg up. Step your left foot down. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Soften your back knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. And feel it bend into your front leg, yet firm that foot. And you're going to feel more breath and sensation through the top of your left thigh. Keep rolling your heart up. T-twist, right arm back. Left arm forward, but we're continuing to move the hips towards the top of your mat. And curl your back toes under as you windmill your arms. Left arm is reaching, right hand is reaching down. Pick up the back knee, and then that draws you up into your warrior two. And land in a straight and strong back leg. And now we can work the lunge. And feel it in your hips. Right knee stacks on top of the right ankle. Thumbs up. Right arm down inside the thigh. Left arm up. Feel it through the crown of your head. Lengthening ground from your back heel. Add a little twist. Left ribs back. Right ribs forward. Breathe in. Rise to reverse your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Tailbone down, left hand reaches up, grab your right wrist, and draw yourself into the side bend. Excellent. Come back, warrior two, lunge to your edge. Little lift to your chin, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Back heel high, kick your right leg back, look forward, bend your arms, chaturanga, flow, feet down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Everything's opening up while breathing through your nose, so you're getting that stimulus. Flow at the same time, and connecting to the parasympathetic response, and space and peace to your mind. Float your left leg up, left knee above your left elbow, you can hold it. Right? Or you can stick it, play, lift your back foot off the ground. Put your right foot down, inhale, kick back, press the ground away. Big step, left foot all the way through. Right knee softens down. Untuck the toes, inhale, arms up. And so there is bending the front leg, and then there is firming the front foot. As you lift the heart, tailbone drops down, and feel more of the stretch in through the top of your right thigh. Shoulders away from your ears, T-twist, left arm back. And you'll find it, you'll feel where your body meets the resistance, and then you can play on that edge. And the edge means maintain the balance of your breathing, right, as you explore the range of your motion. Work it a little simultaneously. Tuck your back toes under. And you start to windmill your arms. When your right arm is up, left arm is down, lift your right knee and let that right arm draw you all the way up into your warrior two. Back leg straight and ground to the outer edge. So the ball of your foot is connecting you to your thigh. And as you exhale, lunge left knee on top of the ankle. Turn your thumbs up. Chest is proud. Left arm down inside the thigh, right arm up. And so just like our plank, the ascending line just means start from below and then travel through and upward from your back heel through the crown of your head. And you add the rotation in your rib cage. So specifically, I'm going right ribs back, left ribs forward. Firm the feet, inhale, rise, come back up, warrior two. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior two. Straighten your front leg out. Take the weight out of your low back. Feel your feet. Right hand up to your left wrist. And draw your wrist up and then back in space. And there's always adjustments that could be made. And that's the beauty of creating the space in your mind. Right? Little piece, and so that you can see it. And come back, warrior two, bend into your front. Little lift to your chin, breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, top of the mat. Back heel, high kick, back like cow, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga flow. Feet down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And so you should be able to feel this and through your upper inner thighs, right? We've done some work in creating the space and through the pelvis. Feel this in your body. And square your dog, spread your fingers. Hone your focus, gaze steady on one spot. And let's explore floating to tap the knees to our arms in crow and jumping directly back into chaturanga. And so it's a float to tap the knees to the upper arms. And then as soon as they tap, shoot the legs back and land in chaturanga with your arms bent. So inhale, heels up, bend the knees, exhale, float, tap, shoot, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot through. Twist, left leg straight. Talk to your left hip. And straighten your left leg as you reach your right arm up, reach it back. Okay, bring it down. Okay, pick your left arm up and windmill yourself open into your warrior two. Hands behind your head. Bend the front leg. Let's see how far and we can bend the front leg. Into that hip, lifting your heart. And then exhale, right elbow to your right knee. I'm crunching into the side body oblique muscle. Ground down, inhale, rise. Stay with your lunge, right arm straight up, left hand down your left leg. You scoop the belly in as you pivot into a power lunge. Back heel high, arms floating by your sides. Yes, left leg straight. Keep talking to that hip. And bring your hands down. Inhale, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Kick out onto your floor. Walk your right foot out. Crawl your hands slightly forward. Got it. Draw the length through your side bodies. You're in a twist. Pull your heart forward. And then bend your arms lower halfway. Hold it. And kick through your heels. Breathe for 3, 2, push back up, straight arms, and bring your right leg back into your downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Yes, feel your right leg straight and strong. Twist, reach your left arm up. Talk to that right hip, work, kick through the heel. And it's easy to get too far out in front. And so draw through your belly, upper inner thighs. Reach your left arm back. Okay, as your left arm reaches down, your right arm comes up. And that draws you into your warrior two. No weight in your low back. Okay, let's see. Bend your front leg. And see how far we can bend your front leg. Take your hands by your head. It should feel significantly different. Okay, getting down into that left leg, and then crunch, left elbow to your left knee. And feel the activation in your side body. And root through your back heel, rise, shoulder stack, left arm straight up, right hand down to your right leg. And so you're rolling your bum underneath, and you can feel, right, the expression lifting out of your hip. And slowly helicopter, belly in, pivot your back heel high, arms by your sides. Talk to that right leg, straight and strong. Place your hands down onto the ground and kick your left leg back, three-legged dog. Yes, left knee to your right elbow, kick out onto your floor. Walk your left foot out. Kick through your heels, back heel high, walk your hands forward. If you turn your middle fingers out a little bit, wraps your elbows in, bend your arms lower halfway, and breathe. Right, get your hips down. Kick through both heels for 5, 4, 3, 2. Push up back to your plank and step your left foot back into your dog. Wow, take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Feel it. Walk your hands back to your feet, please. And feet hip width. Slide your right hand under your right foot. Toes to your wrist. And slide your left hand under your left foot. Toes to your wrist. Head down, ears in between your biceps. Really good time into stimulating the parasympathetic response and breathing through your nose, deepening your breath cycles. Slight bend to your knees, slide your hands out and crawl your hands forward and come all the way out into your high plank. Okay, let's do that ascending line from your heels and through your hips to your armpits, lower halfway down, and push up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back, down dog. And step your right foot through, straighten your front leg. Back heel is high, sweep your right arm up. And so you're in straight legs. And with the twist, heart comes forward. And circle the gaze, right hand down. Step your left foot to the top. Now hook your right ankle behind your left. Bring your pinky toes to meet. Feel your feet, squeeze the inner thighs, interlace the fingers on the back of the head. As you inhale, lift halfway, turn your elbows out, and draw your belly in. Exhale, fold, crunch, elbows around your ears. Inhale, lift halfway, elbows wide. And exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, curl in, crunch. 3 more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crunch. 2 more, halfway lift. And exhale, crunch. 1 more, halfway lift. And exhale, curl and crunch. Slide your hands down and bring your right foot back inside. Bend your legs, sit down, hips back, reach your arms up. Feel your Utkatasana powerful pose, a little bit more open than it usually is. Sit back. Yes, sit down, draw your wrist out. And stand up, bring your hands to your heart center. Excellent. Take a breath into your body. And put all the weight into your left heel. Float your right knee in front. Figure 4, right ankle to your left thigh. Flex the right ankle, sit back and sit down. Okay, as we hinge, we're going to cradle the baby. So arms out into a T. Okay, sole of your right foot to the crease of your left elbow. And keep the ankle to thigh. So we're sitting down and then sliding the chest forward. Shoulders away from your ears, getting as much of the curve out of the back and the spine as possible. Slowly, hands to your heart. And push through the mat. Stand up, lift your right knee. That's connecting your upper back. Float your arms up. You got it. Step your right foot down. Inhale, lift your chin, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. And take a breath in through your nose. And take a breath out through your nose. Inhale, come forward to your plank pose. And as you exhale, let's go. 10 reps. Yogi push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back, downward facing dog. Step left foot in between your hands. Straighten your front leg out. Leg straight, right hand down. And draw your left arm up, twist. Heart through, shoulders away from your ears. Every breath involve the mind. Focus every single breath. On your exhale, gaze and left hand down. And step your right foot to the top. Hook your left ankle behind your right. Pinky toes meet. And set the balls of your feet, big toe sides. Squeeze the inner thighs, hands behind the head. As we inhale, lift halfway. You got to ground the feet. Turn your elbows out. And exhale, crunch, elbows around your ears. Inhale, halfway lift, elbows wide. Exhale, crunch, elbows around your ears. 3 more, inhale. Exhale, crunch. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Fold. Release the hands. Bring your left foot back inside. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend your legs. Exhale, sit back, arms up, chair pose. Feel it should go a little bit deeper as you draw your hips back and down. Reach out through your wrists. Lift them a little bit higher. Yes, stand up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a breath. Feel your feet. All the weight into your right foot. Float your left knee. And left ankle to your right thigh, figure 4. Sit back and down. Flex the ankle into the thigh. Keep the ankle on the thigh, arms out into a T. And then we'll cradle the baby. Left foot into the crease of your right elbow. And then bend your standing leg. Take as much of the curve out of your spine as possible. Heart through. Shoulders away from your ears. Slowly, hands back to your heart. Press the ground away. Stand up. Lift the knee. Reach your arms up. Feel the upper back connected from your standing leg. And through your belly, step your left foot down. Inhale, gaze, lifts, arms reach. Exhale, bow, forward fold. And connected, take an inhale. Plant the palms, step, jump, or float, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale through your upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. On your exhale, come down to your knees, please. You slide your bum back, step your right foot forward, and slide your left knee back. And then bring your right hand inside your right foot and start to make your way onto your elbows, all the way down to your forearms. And if you got some breath left in the tank, lift your left knee. And you should feel this a little bit deeper. Your right shoulder is below your right knee. And feel it as you soften your left knee down onto the ground. Come back up to your palms. Untuck your back toes. You're going to use that left shin. And take your right hand on the outside of your right ankle and slide the foot back. And you stack the right hip on top. Yeah, hips a little further back in space. And then curl and kick into your right hand. Whew. Got to maintain your ground, right? If we get too flighty, it will wobble. And we might tip over, which we'll just take a breath and come back in. Knee towards the chest. Hey, there's your belly. And release, and so that you can softly and come back to all fours. In neutral, big inhale. Full exhale. And slide the hips back a little. Step your left foot forward. And crawl the toes. Slide your right knee back. And bring both hands inside your left foot. And crawl your hands forward. So we're creating space out of the waist and then down onto your forearms. And forearm set. Curl your back toes. Exhale, lift your back knee with breath. And we're talking to that right hip. Open up that space. Breathe into it. As you exhale, soften the right knee down and come back up to your palms. Untuck your back toes. Take the left hand outside your left shin and grab onto the ankle and start to slide your left foot back. Yes, ground, curl, and get your hips back so they stack on your right knee. And then you can start to apply the kick. Maintain the ground. Top of your right foot pressing down. And slowly bring your knee towards your chest. There's your belly. And left hand to your trunk, slowly square. And bring your left knee down, left hand to the ground. And tabletop, take a deep breath in neutral. And full exhale, come down onto your forearms. Interlace the fingers, cross your thumbs. Your forearms ground, head of the shoulders, drawing back onto the socket. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. You're in dolphin, tiptoe your feet in. If we lift the heels, we can get the tailbone higher. If we bend the knees, we can tilt the pelvis forward. Maintain the grounding action through your forearms, wrapping your elbows in. Inhale, step your feet back, gaze over your knuckles, forearm plank. Get your hips down, 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 down. Right on, take a breath in. Exhale, right knee towards your right shoulder. Step back. Exhale, left knee towards your left shoulder. And step back. Come up to your palms, high plank, push up. You got it. Take a breath in. And belly in. Exhale, bend your arms, lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your hips land. And feel the release. And little baby cobra, curl your right heel in. And reach back for the outside of your right foot, ankle, or shin. And let your thighs settle and stretch into the mat. Curl your left heel in and reach back for your left foot, ankle, or shin. And both knees away from your hips. Feel your thighs open and kick back into your hands. And you draw through that cow shape in your back, the extension of your spine. Kick, breathe, and receive for 3, 2, and 1. Soften down. And release the ankles. And if you need to slide back a little bit, arms by your sides, right cheek to your mat, please. Great breath. Switch. And turn your left cheek down onto the ground. Slowly bring your chin back. Hands under your shoulders. Tuck your 10 toes. Keep your elbows tight. So if you really draw your forearms into your sides, firm your hands into the mat. Lift your knees. Lift your hips. Float your belly. Right now we're just adding breath. And to go ahead and press our way all the way up into a plank. And lift your hips. And downward facing dog. Feel this body this morning. Take an inhale. And pigeon, right knee outside your right wrist. And hips square from left to right and stretch forward. So that elongated torso coming out of your hips onto your forearms. Neck neutral in line with the rest of your spine. And forearms supporting you on the ground. And you can turn your chin a little bit. Make your way back up to your palms. Curl the back toes under. Straight arms, strong upper back. Step into the release. Down dog switch. Left knee to your left wrist. And set the shin. And guide and slide your right knee back. Hips square. And come forward and down. Stretch out. Lengthen your torso out of your hips. Neck in line with your spine. And you can turn your head a little bit side to side. And breathe, make your way back to your palms. And straight arms connect to your upper back, tuck the toes. And step back into the release, downward facing dog. Everybody take a nice big breath in. And full sigh, exhale all the air out. Excellent, come down onto your knees. And if you'd like some water, please have a sip of water. Any refreshment of your choosing and while you're practicing at home. And then once you're done with your water, go ahead and lie down onto your back, please. I'll stay seated facing you, so you can go ahead and relax onto your back. If your body is calling a final twist and you want to move those knees a little side to side, bend your legs, and twist right, twist left. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and land and soften and feel the open space of the mind having traveled through the body, utilizing the tool of the breath. That's what's so great about the practice of yoga, is that the breath is a tool. There's no rules. You cannot do yoga the wrong way. As long as you're breathing and your breath is guiding your practice, you're going to insert in this magnificent amount of support physically, mentally, and emotionally, and that will carry you through some of those more intense, the poses that challenge you, maybe an arm balance, of course. Right? But with that breath, you're going to have all the support and resource that you need. And so as you find that you're taking care of yourself a little bit more, and taking care of yourself a little bit more, and feeling good about taking care of yourself a little bit more in your practice of yoga, asana, mindfulness, meditation as we're guiding it here, please feel free to share. All right, let anybody know they can reach out if they want to explore more about their practice. All right, as you lie here in your Shavasana, again, feel that space in your mind. And thank you all for sharing this practice today. Have a beautiful rest of the day. And got a nice bead of sweat dripping down my brow to my nose right now. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Namaste.